Um, I've been since about Christmas. I've been on this. I don't want to say like a metamorphosis or a journey or a transformation of me and me stepping into a new, I don't want to say a new reality, a something. Like I've been going through it since Christmas. And it's like ever since 2019 hit. It's like everything has just been like everything in my life has just kind of been tossed on my head, and I've learned so much about myself and life, and I can't even like really describe it other than I'm going through a shedding period. I'm going through a healing process. That's probably the best way for me to describe it is I'm going through healing. And because I'm going through healing, my emotions are like I'm up to here in emotions. Like my emotions are like it's like up to here. And if it's just like a little bit higher, like I'm gonna drown in them. I've been crying since like Christmas, like no exaggeration. And the thing about growing and changing is like, as much as it sucks, it's also like a very, very beautiful thing. Like I said, like I'm learning to stand on my own 2 feet, and I'm learning to like just shed, like literally like just shed layers, shed who I think I am, shed what I think I need. Like maybe last week or 2 weeks ago. Today's the 15th, January 15th. And maybe 2 weeks ago, I remember I was just crying and crying and crying. And like I came to like this awakening of like, you know what? I don't really want anything. Like I don't want to cling to anything. I don't want an attachment to anything. I was like, I want to give everything up and just be me and be my most authentic self. And like it felt like so freeing, and it felt like, oh my god, like I don't have to, because I think a lot of what I do and what I've learned about myself, in this last month, going on a month, is how much of what I do is geared towards me trying to get something. Like I'm always trying to get people's attention. I'm always trying to get people's love. I'm always and it's like when you're chasing things, you're always gonna come up empty-handed. You're always gonna come up feeling empty. Like if you're chasing anything outside of yourself, you're always gonna come up empty. And I just got tired of like that point. I got tired of that feeling like if I just do XYZ, I'll get what I want from somebody else. And or if I just do XYZ, I'll get this from this situation, I'll get this from this job, I'll get this from this whatever. Because it was really like that in a lot of different aspects of my life. And so like I'm going through all these metamorphoses. It's beautiful. I feel like I'm becoming aware, I'm becoming enlightened, staying on my own 2 feet, blah blah blah. But on the flip side, it's super, super hard, because I feel like feel like it's this war inside of me of like the person that I'm becoming versus all that I've been doing all I've just been doing what I've known to always do. So it's like trying to step into a new awareness. It's super hard. And it's like I feel like whenever I make progress, I just end up reverting back. It's like I hate it. And I know I'm just being like hard on myself about it. But like I wake up every day sick to my stomach. Like every day. 'Cause it's like I'm literally purging like my old way of thinking, the way that I've always viewed myself, the way that I feel about myself, like all of that is like changing. But it's like it's a tug of war, and it's like I'm watching the war, like I'm not even in the war. But I just want some type of relief. And today I woke up super emotional. I was like crying, and I called my mom on the phone. It was like 7:30 in the morning. She was already at work. And I never call my mom, like, ever. Like, we hardly ever talk on the phone. And I just remember telling her, like, I'm tired. Like, I don't know why I keep feeling like I'm missing out on things. I think, okay, I'll put it like this. In everything that I've learned about myself, I've been operating from a place of feeling like I'm missing out, feeling like why me, feeling like why does everybody else get what they want but me? Like what's the point of being a good person if you still gonna get like dirt kicked in your face, or like not feeling worthy enough, or feel like, again, like if I just do certain things, or if I just act a certain way, or if I look a certain way, then I'll be worthy of certain things. So when, my old, like just the way I've been thinking for the last 20 years or whatever, thinking and feeling like those feelings of unworthiness are just like constantly on replay, and just me beating myself up about it, and I tell myself like, you're okay, you're fine, you're worthy. You don't need nobody's attention, you don't need anybody's love, you don't need anybody's approval, you don't have to do anything, you don't have to do anything for society to deem you special or important or whatever it is. And maybe like 15 minutes ago, I was listening to some music. It was like some meditating, negative energy removal type of music. And then I had an epiphany. And I heard a voice tell me, it was like, you're struggling so much because you're putting normal expectations on an extraordinary life. I'm struggling so much because I'm trying to be normal and I'm not normal. Like, society has just drilled in my brain the way that the way that life is supposed to look like, the way a family's supposed to look like, the way that love and romance is supposed to look like, the way that finances is supposed to look like. And a part of me is chasing that, and a part of me wants that approval. But I heard a voice tell me, it's like, but you're so much better than that. Like, that's why you're struggling. You're struggling because it's like, you're a special person and you're trying to stuff yourself in a normal box or a normal person's body. That's why I'm having such a hard time in life. Like, that's why it's this constant pulling with me. Feeling like I know there's better, I know there's more. Like, I know with like every bone in my body, if I'm not following my heart, I'm always gonna be unhappy. And I think for a long time I've been chasing things that don't matter, that aren't that isn't in my heart. And I know, I can tell when you're around certain people, when you're doing certain things, and it just feels like so right. Like, that's your heart. And other times it's just like, if I get these things, if I get, whatever, then I'll be happy. Then things will be okay. Things are never okay. Once you get whatever it is you think you need, it's never okay. Cause, like, for real, I don't want anything. I don't want anything. I think I do, but I don't. It's like, what do I mean, I love nice things. I love money. Anybody who knows me knows that, But, like, I also know better. And I know that it's all empty at the end of the day. Like, it makes you feel good for a couple minutes, for a couple seconds, and then it's over. Like, I have to feel whole. I have to feel complete. Because if I'm making decisions from a place of, this is gonna make me whole, this is gonna make me complete, it's like you couldn't push yourself further away from yourself. Just today, I've just felt like a terrible person because I just feel like I keep like making the same wrong decisions over and over. Like, I can't make the right decision to save my life. And then just like empty, and it's like instant regret and like instant like, and then I really think about it, like, why did I even want to do that in the first place? And then again, it's coming from that place of, I'm trying to fill a void. I'm trying to get something. I'm like, well, that's why it was a bad decision. Because it wasn't coming from a place of love. It wasn't coming from a place of joy. It wasn't coming from a place of wholeness or awareness. I need to know that I'm worthy. I need to know that I'm enough. That the love that I have is enough. Like, I am love in itself. Like, I have no other option but to love. It's just who I am. It just oozes out of what I do. Like, love it's what I'm made out of. And it's not fun when I don't operate from that place, because I never want to operate from a place of like anger, bitterness, and victimhood. That's definitely been a big thing for me that I've learned in this whole metamorphosis. Is removing myself from victimhood, and like, I can't point fingers. I can't blame anybody. I can't, like, I'm 1,000% responsible for how I feel and what I'm going through. Nobody else. Um, as much as this sucks, it's like I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy, but it's like I kind of do. It's been like heartbreaking and healing at the same time, and just being able to tap into a place in myself that I've never ever been in. And I just like, I really just feel like I'm in labor. Like it's just like it's pain, but I know it's something beautiful on the other side of the pain, you know. I know it's like it's a baby, it's a birth, it's a new beginning. So I'm able to kind of I'm able to kind of, you know, deal with the pain in a sense. I don't know who I am anymore, but that's the beautiful thing. And a part of me hates saying that because I have to know everything. Like this whole journey for me has been getting comfortable with being uncomfortable, learning to live in the unknown and not knowing what the hell is going to happen, and in erasing or getting rid of any like preconceived notions of who I thought I was. Because if you're not changing, then you just forever living the same life year after year after year, and I definitely don't want that. Moral of the story, I don't know if I have one. Other than if you're growing, and please know it does suck, but it's also beautiful at the same time. And like feeling feeling your void, it's kind of amazing to see and watch and to feel. But my mind is on attack mode like 24/7. And that's the only challenging part, but I'm getting through. I'll get through.